soccer, they used to call me Phillip. That used to be hard. I used to score like 7 goals a game.
Bulldogs football, he stole that from a cheerleader.
I did it.
Yeah. Who's Lily?
That's not until later.
Huh?
You about to get blurred.
The day in the life.
What's up? Sarah light skin.
We gave them that game. They didn't beat us. We gave them that game.
After winning back-to-back games, DB selected the 2022 King of the Valley 707 Tournament Champion. Everyone knows it takes hard work and dedication to reach one's goals. But what people don't see, to reach one's goals, it takes a tribe. With that being said, I want to introduce y'all to P's family.
This ain't nothing. Oh, we got some fried pork chops for you. This is nothing, bro. You see this? This is really, this is fool's gold. Ain't nothing hot, no chili or pepper about it. Nothing, bro. I'm gonna get that.
You think you're funny? So what you watching on YouTube right now? MMG. Oh, MMG, that's Madden, yeah. Like he's competing Madden though, huh? You don't compete this tournament?
You do it like what?
You run with J Herbo or no? You pocket? You in the pocket?
I stay in the pocket, yeah.
Fundamentals, huh?
Please don't disrespect my house with that. That is blasphemy in the house of God. Don't put that on there, man. That is horrible. What is that? Chaputa.
They don't want it to be seen. My name is Samantha Barnes Sandoval. I was born in San Francisco, raised in Daly City. I'm from the Bay. If I could use one word to describe my son, it would be ambitious. Because when he was 5 years old, I asked him what he wanted to be in life. I told him, you could be whatever you want to be in life, and I'm gonna make sure of it. He told me he wanted to be a professional athlete. I told him I would give him all the tools and guidance to be whatever he wanted to be. He said he wanted to be an athlete. I let him know what he needed to do, to work hard, to focus, to train, and ever since then, that's all he's done. He wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, he goes to practice, he trains, he goes to school. After school, he trains. After training, he goes to practice. His days are longer than mine, and I work 10-hour days. He is so ambitious. He knows what his goal is, and I'm so proud of him.
I would say the most favorite pastime with Phillip and I, outside of sports, will be going to the movies. We'll go to the movies. If he has an off day at school, even if he doesn't have an off day, I'll say, oh, you don't got to fill a score today. Isaiah, do I have to fill a score today? I'll just look at his phone butt and say, no, you don't got to. What do you want to do? Let's go to the movie. There's a new movie out. I'll thank him. We'll go enjoy the day. Or if it's the weekend, I'm gonna bring my friends. Bring all your friends, no problem, and we'll have a good time. You know what I mean? So that'd be our favorite thing outside of sports.
I remember when we first moved to Sacramento and he was playing AAU at Capital Christian. He had practice, and I walked into that school and I said, I want my son to come here one day. And then to learn that he was able to go there, and now he's at an even, not downplaying Capital Christian, an even better school. Christian Brothers is the #1 academic school. It was all worth it. The sacrifices, the late nights, getting home at 9, 10 o'clock after practice, my weekends, driving to LA, driving to San Diego for basketball tournaments, just turnaround trips. It was all worth it. It takes a lot of time. It takes all your time. But my son's living his dream and his college is paid for. What else can I ask for? How did COVID hit our family? It hit us hard in so many different ways. One, being at home, not going to games, not being able to practice. Phillip was totally different. He didn't know what to do because since he was 4 years old, it's always been practice, football, school, and his whole routine changed. Last year during COVID, we took our daughter to Santa Cruz for her birthday, as she wasn't able to celebrate her birthday the year before because the whole world was shut down. And I'm a type 1 diabetic. And going to Santa Cruz, I caught COVID.
When my wife first contracted COVID, I'm not gonna lie, man, I thought she was playing. She was telling me all week, babe, I'm having chest pains, I'm having chest pains. I'm like, oh, you're okay, you'll be all right, don't worry about it.
Being a type 1 diabetic and catching COVID, I got sick and I got a fever and I thought I was fine. And then my chest started hurting a week after that. And I thought that I was having anxiety. I mean, I've never had anxiety. I was like, oh, maybe I'm having heartburn. I'm at work, you know. And one day after 2 weeks, I'm like, I can't take this pain anymore. I go into the hospital, I call my husband, and he takes me to the hospital, into the emergency room, and they do a COVID test, they do an EKG, and they say, you've been having heart attacks this whole time. Yeah, we have to rush you into heart surgery.
They said if you came in an hour later, you'd be dead right now. And that was shocking in itself. Even then, I still didn't think it was that serious. And so, you know, a few days in, about 5-6 days into it, on the 5th day, they allowed me to bring Phillip there. And Sam just called me. She said, babe, tell Phillip to tell the girls, Naomi and Chrissy, that no matter what happens, Mama loves him. And, you know, Phillip, he's been dealing with Sam's health complications his whole life, so he's so mature, such a good kid, you know, he's thinking like a G.
I was fighting for my life. When people say COVID isn't real, like, I went through it. I had heart surgery, I had pneumonia, I was on oxygen, I couldn't breathe, and I've been in and out the hospital my whole life, being a type 1 diabetic. When I asked the nurse, like, when do I get to go home? And she told me she didn't know, that's when I knew it was real. And the hardest part was Phillip coming to see me, as he's always seen me in and out the hospital, because when I was pregnant with Christiana, I was in the hospital for 3 months. But, you know, he's always had to be strong. And that's why everybody says he's mature. He's so mature because before Isaiah, it was Phillip and I. He was the one driving me to my eye injections every 3 months. He's the one that's bringing me juice in the middle of the night when my sugar is low.
So, of course, Phillip told me with Mom, at this point I'm thinking she might not make it to see her tomorrow. So we go over there, he's got his scrubs on, got the mask on, you know, he's looking like he's an ET phone home. And I take a picture through the glass, and it's such a memorable experience, you know. He goes in there and gets his mom a hug and a kiss. And that just made her day and made her week. It's that, coming out of that, and 2 weeks later that she was in the hospital, and all the support and love that we experienced and received from everybody just made it that much better. We came out better for it, man. You know, it was a blessing. If nothing else, to be able that experience itself made us a full family, I'll tell you that.
Offers in right now?
Two. Okay. Who are those both from?
FAU and Utah State.
Okay.
I'm Justin Jefferson, boy. Stop playing.
Hey, it's big time right there.
See you back in the bay, Robert.
You don't deserve to work 13. You don't deserve to work 13.